2018, the programme at the Centre for Financial Crime and Security Studies will focus on three main areas. We'll continue our work in information sharing, building on the work we've done this year. We'll expand our work on the effectiveness, looking at the effectiveness of the global financial crime fighting regime, and we'll look at specific threats. As regards to information sharing, we'll build on the work that we've done in 2017 by, first of all, assisting countries that want to set up new information sharing partnerships, following the lead of places like the United Kingdom and Australia. We will help those countries like Australia and the United Kingdom expand their existing models, introducing perhaps greater use of technology, looking at the way in which information can be shared across borders. And thirdly, we will consider the way in which the global standards, the recommendations of Financial Action Task Force can be developed to incorporate information sharing more effectively. Countries and their financial sectors should be encouraged to share information to tackle financial crime, and this is something we hope we can support with our research.
Another key question for 2018 will be, how can we use new technologies to tackle financial crime more effectively? First, we need to reassess the potential of regulatory technologies, referred to as RegTech. So far, RegTech have been mainly used by financial institutions to comply with their anti-money laundering obligations more efficiently. But how can we move beyond compliance and make sure that RegTech also make a difference in terms of the system's overall outcomes? Next, we will be looking at the potential of new technologies for more effective financial crime supervision. Around the world, supervisors have been exploring the potential of advanced data analytics to detect certain financial crime patterns that would go unnoticed under a more traditional approach. The potential of these new models in terms of effectiveness needs to be understood, thoroughly analyzed and promoted. And the balance with privacy will be an important part of those discussions in 2018.
As it relates to threats, our work on terrorist financing, proliferation finance and the financing of illegal wildlife trade will continue. Our project on rethinking approaches to counter-terror finance will look at the ways in which terrorist finance responses have evolved over the last 15 or 16 years since 9/11, questioning whether they remain effective in the face of today's threats. In the field of proliferation finance, our work, which has run for the past 3 years, will expand into sub-Saharan Africa and will undertake further work in Southeast Asia, as well as looking at industries that contribute to proliferation around the world, including the insurance sector. In the illegal wildlife trade, the successfully completed Challenge Fund project will be repeated, visiting countries such as Mozambique, Zambia and Malawi, where we will deliver further training on the role of financial investigation in wildlife trafficking. And finally, in the field of financial sanctions, we hope to conduct further work looking at the way in which relationships across the Atlantic affect the effective implementation and design of sanctions, a challenge that grows ever bigger in the face of Brexit and in the face of the Trump presidency.